Alright, welcome back to another episode, which Sardinia is now has a holy order which is called the Knights of the Silver Gauntlet, led by Lightbringer Basilio the Holy. But it's kind of too bad that Basilio right now, as he's going to be reaching to his 50s soon, he doesn't look much of a Lightbringer as far as facial features is concerned because he got disfigured, which he got it from a battle up in northern Poland, next to Pomerania, which we intervened in one of Poland's wars because they called us for their service, and we defeated these Slavic pagans up in the north. But right now, Poland is still dealing with Lithuania, which they're on the losing end of it. But that's not my call. That's their business, not mine. Unless they're gonna call us again. If you got the money, which you do, but it would be wise if you do that again. But again, I say again a lot. There's that word. It's a habit of mine. And maybe the next contract could be coming from Castille, or France, or England. Byzantines won't call us because they're Orthodox. And neither is Dukla because they're Orthodox now. Because the previous one, well, Granddaddy was Catholic. Or even perhaps Hungary. Or better yet, to fight one of the wars to get Sicily back. But I am a little afraid of the Zirid Sultanate down there. This Berber dynasty. Especially that they have the artifact Sword of Muhammad, but that's none of my concern right now because my current, well, two concerns. One, I have cancer, which I'm only doing successful treatments. I don't want to do it too harsh because I remember if you last 20 years with the cancer, eventually it'll finally go away, but for the purpose of this miniseries, that won't occur. But what is occurring right now is a great trade war. The Great Trade League controls 45% of the markets, and the Feudal Lords Alliance control 55% of the markets. So we have this actually going on, which is going to expire in about 9 years. Nearly 9 years. And because of this, look at the influence. It's high, 80%. Because of the members' stewardship as well as the successful missions that they've done. But there's a negative on the failed. Inflation, about 32% on good trades, 9% bad trades, and 5% clear dips. So it sounds like they've been having quite of influence making successful shipments, which is most of the failed, successful missions is for. And how many members do they have? 176 members. 20 of them are guild masters. Many of them since the beginning. Class of April 1st, 1081. So that's the reason why a trade war is occurring, because they believe that these merchants' influence all across the world have gone too much, and now the Feudal Lords Alliance wants to bring that influence down, and apparently I'm a part of it, even though I'm a holy order. Look, whatever our economy is, I'm not terribly concerned about it, because my other source of income is, if you call us, you pay us when we fight one of your holy wars. See, we're in good standards on the monthly balance. But I'm sure some of the events relating to it may pop up. Where are they? Oh, it's from there. Oh dear. Well, my wife died of poor health. Well, she was a fearful woman. But now we have a third granddaughter. Well, because I'm celibate, I can't get married ever again, can I? Well, I can, it's just they're all old. Why not married to this person? Only for stewardship reasons. Oh no, we need your talent. Okay, this will do. Start collecting taxes again. I feel that we may need money again. Huh. I cannot believe it. Dearest Maria, my brave wit, you are gone from this world and I am left behind, alone and heartbroken. I will never hold you in my arms again. I do not know what to do with these unbearable feelings. Oh dear. I will seek solace at your grave, my love. Thanks to God's great mercy, there were no other visitors at Maria's grave when I arrived. I spent several hours, mere yards from her cold body, contemplating the fragility of life and love. When I returned to my chambers, as if by a sign sent from Maria, I found her lucky charm on the floor. Hey, I will cherish it until the day I die. A little more health. Something that I need for my cancer. A small keepsake which is used to bring luck to a now departed lover. So now I'm married to this woman, even though we won't have children, but apparently she's a renowned physician, and she has a Midas touch, so whenever you see these assistance from spouse, which you can get it from the Soulmates mod, that could get you some money or any other good stuff. That'll get your prestige or piety, tech points or whatnot, depending on the education of it, which is from the Soulmates mod for those interested. That guy is still around? Yes, he is. 67. But he's suffering from the gout. Just spend the prestige on the Citadel. Is that trade war still ongoing? Of course it is. Okay, the Trade League controls 58% of the markets now. They're winning this trade war. Is there in any way I can contribute to this? But you can pay attention. Okay, their influence is going down. They made some bad trades apparently, or some of their member stewardship went down. Whatever it is, but watching these influence numbers go up and down is like watching those currency markets. If they're going down, but does this mean... Nope, they're still going up on the control of the markets. Huh. I'm sure just hang on. Again, this is all new to me because I did not know the Trade League mod was updated prior to the beginning of recording this mini-series, where they've added such a feature which I'm sure that oh yay. The Alliance stewards are tracking the League's efforts at controlling the markets. They estimate that 61% of the markets are under their control, while we secure 39. We must keep the pressure and not let them take over the majority of them. Time is on our side. How much forward do I have? Sure, I'll use fervor. How much should we use? Large contribution. Okay, there we go. It's the percentage just went up for the feudal lords. So it's Castille. That was one of my guesses that who I could be called up to next. It's most likely going to be the second Castilian Holy War for Aragon. This time, trade half for boats for cost-cutting savings. Go to the other side. Just assemble everybody there. And we'll bring more ships in just a moment. When I introduced to my friend Refo, I had high hopes. I hoped they would become fast friends so we could spend time together. The three of us. However, and my friend had a great time together. But unfortunately, there's a war I must attend to. Yeah, sure, why not? Stop. That'll be for another time. Alright, we'll go first. This will be a short boat trip and we'll pick up the rest along with raising more fleet levies. By the way, how strong are they? We're stronger than them. Alright. Make the landing here. Now go pick up the rest. Alright. Made a good decision for once. Don't go anywhere yet. Hold on, they're a part of this? Oh, yes they are. But if we were to beat those guys, I mean their armies, I doubt that would make the war score go up. But this doesn't concern us down there in Sardinia. It concerns Castille. Okay. The rest of you head back to port and disband for cost savings. Tell you what, if we were to beat these guys, we're gonna have to combine our armies. Just go to two complete different destinations. I'll be leading this army, which I'm most likely gonna get into a bit of a mess. Hopefully I don't get killed. Oh, there's too many troops in this holding. Plus it's in the middle of winter, right? Yeah, sorta. It's about to be spring. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Big, big trouble. It's too bad these Castilians aren't going to come help us because we're about to get clobbered in about 2 weeks. And they can't make it to here. We just got to cross there and then into Zaragoza, also known as Zaragoza. Oh my goodness, here comes more. If we had a river crossing penalty. They'll be here by the end of this month. And the heavy reinforcements are here. Just hold the line. Oh, Castille will be coming too. Charging and raiding. Okay, now they're here. Oh, we're still kinda... Oh boy. Now the Castilians are here. And we held the line, by God. The Battle of Zaragoza/Zaragoza must be decisive. In the chaos of the battle, my men have managed to corner Wali Abdul Hassan. He resisted bravely before they slew him. Good riddance. Guess he was a nice guy in his life. But in the circumstances of battle, well, it's a situation of killed or be killed. The battle started since February 28th. And it lasts all the way into the 21st. So we killed one of their commanders, but we didn't take that bad of a casualties, but they got the worst of it though. Abu Bakr ibn Yusuf. Just some commander. Whew, that was hectic. Boy, that was hectic. 56-44. Trading. One of the things I tend to forget because you're in the zone so much when you're in war. Okay, I guess we're all coming to there. How many troops do they have? Yes, sure, but just get out of here. I live my life as other men do, navigating its rocks and obstacles, doing my best to achieve success in my endeavors. Still, everything we do takes place in the light of God. We must take care unless the influence of the devil come to our lives. Should ponder this more deeply. Now I'm a religious philosopher. This is only as high as you can go since I have the scholar trait. So I can't become a theologian. Don't forget, you still get money as you win battles. One more should do, and then we'll take one of the holdings. Yeah, you'll do the fighting. We'll take it from here. So there's a problem. There's an epidemic of smallpox. That's from Porto. It's most likely gonna spread throughout Hispania. Yeah, it's gonna become a sickly place. Actually, you should go over there. You know, take advantage of taking a mosque, since they don't have much of a defense. Whoa, market boom. Why, oh God, why? How could a bunch of peasants with deep pockets accomplish such a thing? We are the kings of this world. We should be ruling it. So how could this great trade league take control of the vast majority of known world's markets? We have to rebuild to reinsert control of our lands. It will take years, decades even, where we will recover. We are the true rulers of this land. It will be ours once again before you know it. No! How could this happen? You've lost control of the market, so therefore it'll hurt your national tax modifier and burgher vassal tax, referring to mayors when they give you the tax. Right on. So the trade league, the trade war is over. So it's the merchants of the Great Trade League that won. That certainly doesn't help, since I'm in the middle of the war on an expedition to help out the Duchy of Castille. Not the whole Kingdom of Castille, but the Duchy of Castille. Just to take Aragon. So I guess what happened with the I guess yep, market boom. Another reason for their big influence. Now I've lost the brave trait. Who the heck? That Tamil, an Indian anti-pope, Pope Victor III the Wise. His birth name is Kanturakalana Makin. It's a name. Oh man, why am I even trying? Okay, the holdings are now on the side of friendlies. Going after them, or you guys go over there. Well, I'm sure if I was a member of the trade league and if I ever taken part of the trade war, I wonder what it's like for the positive message when they want it on their side. It's just those feudals out there just can't stand that people, merchants, got the better of them. Killed another commander. Levantine. He was a natural philosopher, but he was missing a leg, so this lack of personal combat skill is what cost him his life. You ain't getting away from me this time. What is this? Organize a special ceremony. I'll approve that. Huh. I've considered your proposal after much reflection that I authorize your request for an exclusive ceremony. I wish I could accompany you and your fellow priors, but I have urgent matters to attend to. 400 piety! Oof, that's a lot of... oh my goodness. Might want to assist them. Whenever you get done with that battle, well, how about our friends again? Serves me well. It's this battle up there. Actually, no. We can handle it. Now I become patient. Keep attacking him. Oh, war score's at 100%. There you go. Aragon is all yours. Now let's get out of here. Whoa. Guess we have to get all the fleet over here now. One at a time, please. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Because I haven't done this in a long time. Go on a warrior pilgrimage. Give us a couple of coins and then we'll be on our way out of here. Spineless bastard, he called me. I don't know if they'll fit all in. No, they all do. Just barely. Just hold on for my plate balance to change again. Wait a minute. Oh, no, no, there it is. I thought it wasn't changing for a while, but the monthly balance is slightly less than it was because we lost control of the market, and it's not going to be until the next 20 years for things to go back to normal for the world's economy, for all the feudal lords who participated, and I was part of it. Does that mean he's affected by this too? Yes, it affects them as well. And it's basically just a word smart. Allow women, right? It seems Venice was not part of the trade war. Neither is Genoa. Same for whoever is not a member of the trade league. Well, then they're affected by it. Not even the Great Byzantine Empire. But yeah, I'd have to look for stewardship just for that. Alright, while walking on the road, I see a group of people who stopped walking in the distance. Upon getting closer, I see that there's two groups, in fact. Some wandering merchants are being attacked by infidels. As I went on this journey to gain field experience, this is a good opportunity. However, it can be dangerous. You know what? I'm gonna charge by myself. And I got... Well, I know I had patience. Oh, I think what it is. It's trained fighter. That's what I got. The Knights Templar now allows heretics in the order. Sounds like fun. Yeah, I got the trained fighter trait. Oh, it's time for my treatment. Quickly. I want money. As long as you know what you're doing. Oh yes, the same treatment. I thank you for that. The anti-papacy is ended again. We've already disposed of him. The falconer is expecting me as a new hunting bird has arrived and waits my inspection. I need to go hunting right now, because bravery. I thought I was already brave. I think I lost that back in the battle. And I gained 400 gold for this. You better start spending right now. Particularly another hospital structure. And I'm sure you noticed this part isn't Holy Roman Empire that much. There was independence, and now I recall I did not see Independence Revolt on a map. Unless there was one. No, none of them say that. So I guess they were threatening independence and they decided to give it to them. The roads can be full of dangers, but nothing is more dangerous than being ill-prepared. Didn't buy enough rations in the last village and I'm running out. I have to find something to eat. As a starving man as one cannot fight back properly. But as someone who's never had to cook, I'm as much as a threat to myself. I'm gonna hunt myself a big game. I've been wounded. And now I have cramps, but at least I'm not hungry. Oh dear. I'm gonna get a second illness. To draw the illness out of my body, cover my head to toe in leeches for my cramps. Yep, this could be the end of Basilio. A great life he's had. He served the purpose of this series very, very well. For Lightbringer Basilio the Holy, the Duke of Sardinia. Oh, now I have food poisoning. What animal did I eat? I mean, yeah, it was a big game. I was wounded, but I got it. Because it doesn't say I got the hungry negative modifier. Probably some big-ass poison animal. Use your imagination. So yeah, that ain't good. But it's a mild illness. Well, you got combined cancer and food poisoning. Man, oh man, oh man. As I said, yes, this is gonna be the end of me. You know what? Screw it. My life's in your hands. I don't care if I lose a limb or two. The pot which Mayor Orlando of Tortoli brought to them to the chambers emitted a strange buzzing sound. Before I could stop him, he threw it on the floor, where it exploded in a cloud of pottery shards and a swarm of furious bees. As my visitors fled the room, I remained their only target. I feel amazing! But I don't think I'll last that long, honestly. Plus, I'm wounded. Don't forget about that. Knew that warrior pilgrimage was going to be the end of me. My violent vomiting and diarrhea has gone away. I've recovered from what must have been food poisoning. Well, then don't eat too damn much. One would think it's probably due to that. That actually happened to me in real life last year. I ate so much I had to throw up, and I thought it was a stomach bug. And I thought it was food poisoning. Nope, totally different case. Just wanted to point out something. It's like almost nearly the whole world has, lost control of the market, but it's only the members of the trade league, like this Grandmaster, Guildmaster, for example. Only they get this positive one for national tax modifier and burger vassal of 20 plus, since that's for any members of the trade league. Like any of these people. I'm looking for, someone with a big title. Like any kings? Or king tier title? That is a member of the trade league? Yep, there's one, but that's nomadic, which, works for them. But anyhow, you get the point. Any member of the trade league, even if it's the newest edition, they get all the good stuff. And whatever goods that they can get on the market, which is cheaper now. But I think that would be best explained if I was a member of the trade league. Maybe one would think that Well, but that's at your request, at your behest. If you want me to do at least one more mini-series as, I don't know, a member of the Trade League of this updated version of the Great Trade League. While roaming the lone road, suddenly I come face to face with a fairly old man. He announced himself as Oreste, a swordmaster. He claimed to heard of my quest, and offered me to train my body and mind to the art of war. Fairly old. 35 ain't old. Let me see your skill. Oh yeah, you're pretty good. I could invite you, but I already got some of the best commanders. Just teach me. Okay, I'm on a path to improve the combat skill. At least you didn't get hurt. Oh yeah, the cancer treatment. We have to do this again. I trust your judgment. Now he's brought a croaking bucket to my chambers and told me to expose my upper body. He grabbed a toe, gutted it with a deft hand, and proceeded to place the still twitching carcass on my chest. He continued until the bucket was empty and my torso was covered. Why do they always put shit on my chest as a way of treating my cancer? And don't forget I'm still wounded, but I'm not out of the woods. Again, this 5th episode in the miniseries will be the last one, just like I did with the fighter skill on the previous series. That's the purpose of the miniseries. I typically do 5 episodes. Alright, now I'm a Zealous Warrior, which adds more damage against religious enemies. So the next time if I fight anyone who is non-Catholic, well then beware. Hey, I remember him. I trained him. So basically, if you're a feudal lord, your monthly balance, because the Great Trade League, or any member of the Trade League for that matter, they control the markets. Any of the non-members, well, they don't. So they all suffer the penalty. And if you want to make money, well then, just do something to increase the income tax. Or whatever bonuses that you can try to increase the city, temple tax, no longer wounded, or duties, obligations, just to try to shift the taxes this way. Whichever one's all for it. But again, this only concerns the ruler, who is really concerned about money, but for me, not so much, but it tends to jump back and forth. Now that I'm better from my wounds, how about I go another warrior pilgrimage just one more time for this episode. How many forward do I have? Oh my goodness, I forgot to train a member. Under attack. Denmark needs help. Eric the Good, I like the nickname. For Finland, you're up against Prussia. Or Prunthia, as their names goes. You already took that part, but burned to the fight the rest of them. Okay, get the boats. I think we'll do one last war for this episode, so this episode may go a little overtime. I tend to forget to set up a rally point, but I really do not much. Well, he's on a plus side of the war score. Alright, they can fit everyone in there. But be careful. The pagan attrition, so you may want to split the troops once we land into a bunch of smaller armies. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So head to the Gulf of Danzig. Won't be winter by the time we get there. So you need to split about 1,000 troops each. And if a major battle occurs, then get them all in. Allow stewards in the order. And now I'm stressed. That makes matters worse. That makes me less healthy. Again, Denmark needs our help. They're up against the High Chief of Prunthia, Finland, and Coronia. They're pagans. The Knights Hospitalier are recruiting stewards for the order. You gotta have the money. I mean, look, we lost control of the market, and if you need to be around this order, we'll get some stewards. Not only do they provide money, but also whatever combat skill, the talent that they have. Of course, this refers to people with, when you say recruiting stewards of the order, they're also referring to people with stewardship education. I'm gonna lead the travelers to battle. What trait did I just got? Oh, I'm brawny now. That makes me more healthy. Yes. That's right. A 53-year-old man just got some muscle. My wife, Lightbringer Nest. That, I did not pay attention to her, the woman I was marrying, but her name is Nest. Oh, yeah. She asked me to get rid of one of my courtiers whom she finds mighty annoying. On one hand, Nest might not be happy if I refuse her requests, but if I fire the annoying man, maybe people will feel my wife has too much influence over my actions. Let me see your opinion. You know what? For once, you should stay out of it. My former wife, who's passed, she gets what she wants. This time, you don't. Plus, I got other matters to attend to, which we're going to have to figure out the military distribution here. Alright, let's see if we can figure this out. We can't split embarked armies. Okay, you know what? Just land there and we'll split the troops up. You want money, or we want money. Just land here on this island of Bornholm and we'll start taking apart piece by piece. Alright, you go in. Another one too. We're just chipping off piece by piece. $57. Oh, hang on there. Maybe we could split them instead. Okay, now one more. Good enough. There, now all of you get back to your ships. just gonna spread them into parts, and we'll drop them off in various places, starting with here. Move to the Baltic Sea. Whoa, whoa. You did it too early. You did it prematurely. Let them land first. Man, winters are gonna be hell. I mean, once they come, and we can't even besiege this area. That's because they have hill forts. What about this area? Oh, they have them too. These guys over there. Their capital doesn't have the best fortification, but that's already been taken. Oh, damn. Unless you want to risk dropping off more troops, then we can do that. Okay, you know what? Get another set over here. If some of you die out due to supply shortages, well, so be it. The only way to get resupplied is to get your asses back in that ship, because we can't let you march all the way down to Poland to rest for the winter. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to take this tribal village, then get back to your boats and get in there. Well, these are the pagans who are currently at a subjugation war with these guys. They're going to help out. But this war may end sooner than we think. And if the Prussians come, we're going to leave these pagans high and dry. Like, retreat to the ships, and then they're gonna duke it out themselves. By the way, where are they right now? Hispania. Oh, it's the Hungarians. It's the Hungarians and the Swedish are duking them out. Okay, never mind. They've lost this one. While roaming alone, Rome suddenly come face to face with a fairly old man. 30. They don't know ages. What's your skill? Eh, not too good. Just teach me. Didn't get hurt. I'm sure I was taught nothing. There we go. Also, winter's coming. Get back to your ships and rest the year, because I mean, it's normal winter for parts of the Baltic, but if you go up north to places like Estonia, then it'll be severe winter. So yeah, Prussia's screwed. Yep, they already called a surrender on their end. Very well. Let's all go home then. Guess we won't be going overtime, because I thought it was going to be wrong. It's just, well, didn't know it was going to be like that. So I guess we'll end this series on a high note. Well, if I can survive the warrior pilgrimage, because I'm still dealing with whatever that's in the way. And now Knights Templar are recruiting stewards for the order, as if they're trying to have competition with the Knights Hospitalia. So yeah, one thing I learned from that series when fighting against pagans, if you don't have military organization 4, which removes the pagan homeland attrition penalty. It's like if you're going up against a war against pagans, or unless if in Holy Fury in the future, you're going to have the Northern Crusades, and if you're participating or whoever's that sort of thing, be sure to split your armies into smaller groups. If the supply limit's that low, because if you try to go exceed that, your troops will die out if they're going to be out of supplies. It's getting close to the middle of the night, and I was prepared to sleep under the stars if it wasn't for this old half-rotten shack I just found. Yet somehow it feels strange. I no longer hear any nocturnal racket of the wildlife, and the moon is now hidden behind the heavy veil clouds. What is this place? Yipe. I like those odds. I'll try to salvage something before leaving. I became trusting. And got the money for it. Boy, I survived that one. Also, oh my goodness. How did Pisa get Tuscany? Vassalization war. They exceeded their limit. Now I am home. Now it's Mountaineer. This character's a master leading troops around this terrain is not to avoid the more severe cliffs. Adds more days of supplies and attrition for those mountain combat. But basically, nobody can touch Sardinia. If there were an invasion for that island for whatever reason. Just get our troops home and we'll call it an episode. Well, I guess I'll thank you people for sitting through this series. Hope you learned something from the new Orders of the Societies mod created by Maul. You've seen the Fighters Guild, and now you've seen the Holy Order. You know what it's like for the life of mercenaries, how to get money through intervention of these wars, and the rewards you can get, and all other activities and such. So we hope you enjoyed this series, and hope we'll see you again in Crusader Kings. Until then, so long for now.